If you are between 35 and 50 right now, you are in the most financially consequential decade of your entire life. Not the most obvious decade, not the decade with the highest income necessarily, the most consequential one, the one where the decisions you make or don't make determine with mathematical certainty whether you retire with freedom or retire with fear. And most people between 35 and 50 are sleepwalking through it. They're busy. They have mortgages and kids and career pressures and aging parents and 100 real demands on their attention. The future feels abstract, and retirement feels far enough away to deal with later. This is understandable. It is also incredibly expensive. By the time I finish this video, I'm going to show you why later is a word that might be the most costly 4 syllables in the English language for someone your age. I want to start with something that might feel uncomfortable, not to create fear without direction is just anxiety, but to create urgency, because urgency with direction becomes action. The 35 to 50 window has a property that no other decade has. You still have enough time for compounding to work meaningfully in your favor, but the margin is shrinking each year. Every year that passes doesn't just delay progress by 1 year, it permanently reduces the compounding multiplier on every dollar you could invest. The mathematics of this window are unique, and they close whether you pay attention to them or not. Let me show you 2 people. Both are 38, both earn $95,000 a year, both have $80,000 in retirement savings. Not great for 38, but recoverable. Person A recognizes where they are. Starting today, they save 20% of income, $19,000 a year, and stop upgrading their lifestyle with raises. By 65, with 8% average returns, they have approximately $2.1 million. They retire with security, flexibility, and options. Person B continues their current trajectory. They save 6%, about $5,700 a year, continue absorbing raises into lifestyle, and plan to get serious at 50. At 65, they have approximately $590,000. They cannot retire comfortably. They work until 70 minimum. Their retirement is defined by constraint. Same age, same starting point, same income. 27 years of different decisions, a gap of $1.5 million. This is not a hypothetical. This is the median outcome difference between people in the 35-50 window who act and people who don't. Decision number 1, housing. The 35 to 50 decade is when housing upgrade pressure peaks. Kids need space. The neighborhood matters. You've earned more house. The typical housing upgrade in this decade, moving from a $350,000 home to a $550,000 home, increases monthly housing cost by $1,200 to $1,600. That is $14,400 to $19,200 per year that cannot be invested. That annual difference invested over 25 years at 8% returns is between $1.1 and $1.5 million in foregone retirement wealth. The upgrade isn't a housing choice, it is a retirement choice. Make it knowingly. Decision number 2, savings rate maintenance through disruption. The 35 to 50 window contains the highest density of life disruptions of any decade. Children's education costs, aging parent expenses, career transitions, health events, marriages, divorces. Each one creates temporary justification for reducing retirement contributions. The mathematics of stopping contributions for even 2 to 3 years during this window are punishing. A 3-year pause in contributions at age 42 on a $20,000 a year savings rate costs approximately $180,000 in final retirement balance. The pause needs to be short, targeted, and immediately reversed. Treat retirement contributions like rent, non-negotiable regardless of other pressures. Decision number 3, career risk. The 35 to 50 window is the last window where career reinvention or strategic job changes can significantly raise lifetime earnings. After 50, hiring discrimination begins to structurally reduce career mobility. The person who takes a strategic career risk at 42 has 23 years to benefit from a higher income ceiling. The person who waits until 52 has 13. If you're in a role where your income has plateaued and switching companies or industries would meaningfully increase earnings, this is the decade to make that move. The expected lifetime income uplift from a $30,000 annual raise taken at 42 versus 52 is approximately $500,000 in additional earnings, not counting the investment compounding on the additional savings that raise enables. Decision number 4. The college cost trap. Parents in the 35 to 50 window face the most financially dangerous question in personal finance. How much do I sacrifice my retirement to fund my child's education? Here is the answer that research and financial mathematics support clearly. Your child has access to loans, scholarships, work-study programs, community college transfers, and a 40-year career ahead of them to recover from student debt. You have one retirement. One. You cannot take loans to fund it. You cannot work for 40 more years to recover from underfunding it. This does not mean your child's education doesn't matter. It means that a parent who depletes their retirement savings for college tuition becomes financially dependent on that same child in 30 years, which is a far heavier burden than student loan payments. Fund retirement first. Assist with education second, within limits you can sustain without derailing your own financial security. Decision number 5. Lifestyle inflation on raises. Between 35 and 50, most professionals experience their peak earning years. The raises are real, the bonuses are real, the promotions are real. And every single dollar of income increase is aggressively competed for by lifestyle expansion. The specific habit that separates the person who reaches 65 with $2 million from the person who reaches 65 with $600,000 is what happens to raises. One person roots half of every raise to investment before the lifestyle can absorb it. The other person experiences the raise as slightly more comfort and slightly bigger bills. The rule is simple. Before your raise hits your first paycheck, log into your retirement account and increase your contribution by half the monthly equivalent. This one action, repeated for every raise in the 35 to 50 window, may be the single highest leverage financial habit available to you. I have too much debt to focus on investing right now. Run this exact comparison, the after-tax cost of your debt versus the expected after-tax return on investment. For any debt below 7 to 8% interest, investing simultaneously produces better mathematical outcomes than debt elimination first. You should be doing both in parallel, weighted by interest rates. My spouse and I have different financial goals. This is a relationship conversation before it's a financial conversation. But here is what the data says. Couples who maintain separate financial identities without shared retirement goals are statistically more likely to reach retirement with inadequate assets. The financial alignment conversation, uncomfortable as it may be, is necessary. Have it this week, not someday, this week. You are between 35 and 50. That means you are standing at the exact point on the timeline where the next 10 years matter more than any other 10 years of your financial life. The compounding multiplier is still significant. The income is there or growing. The potential is real. But potential has an expiration date. The 50-year-old version of you will either be grateful for what the 38 or 44 or 47-year-old version chose, or they will be calculating what it would take to recover from what was left undone. You are not behind in a way that can't be addressed, but you are in a window that will not stay open. The 5 decisions, housing, savings rate, career risk, college funding boundaries, and capturing raises, are all in play right now. Your one action? Open your retirement account right now and look at your current contribution rate. If it's below 15% of your gross income, increase it today by 2 percentage points. Not to the ideal number, that can feel overwhelming, just 2 points. Then set a reminder to do it again in 6 months. Small moves, right window, enormous outcomes. The decade doesn't wait for you to be ready. Be ready now.